morning. If you haven't known already, I lost Eddie last Monday. We were unfortunately had to put him down because of issues with his breathing and other issues that went on. I have Janelle with me. We were on our way to Alpharetta to meet the new dog. We decided to adopt another dog. Eddie was my muse and the boy that would get me up. And I think everybody knows how dogs are. They will get you up. You know, get up. I gotta go. Eddie was that. When we adopted Eddie, we knew he had a medical condition. He had a heart murmur. That he lived with for 12 and a half years. I think it was an underlying condition with the heart murmur that resulted in that we had to put him down because of the situation with his heart. The enlarged heart with large amount of fluid was pressing up against the trachea. And despite having medication that we used it both pill and liquid, that we couldn't really help him with that in terms of any further surgery for treating him. He'd already had one surgery that because of one of his less needed, if you will, parts of his body grew dangerous because of an enlarged blood vessel. So we had that removed. That was over $5,000 to have it. And I think it gave him quality of life for a period of time, but it was then just a situation where we couldn't do anything. Decided to cut through Dunwoody. This is where we used to travel a lot. My mom would go this way when she was going to her school where she taught. We're going this way because, frankly, the mess of on 285 and 400 has become so problematic. It's safer to go this way to bypass that monstrosity of construction zone that is going on up here, or up on the 400 and 285 exchange. It's supposed to improve things, but I don't know, to be honest with you. Alright, we got off at 400. We're on the what's called Windward Parkway here, up at Alpharetta. We're about 0.9 of a mile away from where we got to turn to get to our destination. It says unnamed road. That's not confident, whatever the hell that is. Hopefully it's not one of these dead-end roads. Anyway, we're bouncing around. They've been doing a lot of construction up here. It's quite a challenge, if you will, to these driving around up here. Just construction everywhere in Atlanta, as you know. We're almost there. We'll be turning here in about 0.4 of a mile, it says. I'm decided to come early. My appointment's not until 10, which is probably beneficial for Janelle, because that way I'm going to get her out of the Jeep and we'll walk her around the parking lot, get her, settled down, get her, used to, kind of get her ready to meet the new pup that we hope he will get. And this is an unnamed road, I guess, up here. I don't know why I call it unnamed road, but Windward Concourse. Okay, that's the name of the road. We couldn't figure out where it was wanting to go, I guess. Anyway, we're about a mile away from it, according to the destination nav system. Again, giving Janelle a chance to settle down and be able to, just get a little bit of concern, make sure she's kind of settled down before the meet and greet. We hope, it will go well. I plan on filming it anyway, just to, see if everything works out. I'll be putting everything together here, and I'll video edit later, because I've been up all night pretty much, guys, and I wanted to get the appointment because the person who had been fostering the dog was suddenly decided they would go out of town, which was not cool. It was kind of weird. They would actually want to try to give it to another person to take care of, which was kind of like, that's not really a wise thing to be doing. You're bouncing the dog around from place to place. It's kind of a, that kind of a disconcerting. Dog wants stability. Any animal deserves straight. So I'll go straight. I haven't been down here in so long. McGinnis Ferry Road. Okay. I'll just keep going straight. Have to watch these cross street people. Love to run the red lights down here. Anyway, I'm almost there. I'll see what else is going to go here. Come here, Peanut. Here we go. Look at the camera. Here we go. Hey, buddy. Look here. Looky there. This is Peanut. He's about 13 pounds. About the same size as Janelle, who you see here. I had the foster guy stepped out. He was a teenager. So they've been, he's kind of a grumpy little guy. Come here. Come here for a ball. Mr. Peanut, come here. Why don't you come here? Yeah. I know you're not happy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Peanut, come on. Be a nice little fella. Come here. Come here. Look. Yeah. You gonna be with me? Come here. Look at the camera. This guy's is Peanut. Janelle's with him, as you can see. He's still a little hyper. He's looking for his friends. He had two teenagers that were fostering the little boy. You want to go back in the back? Okay, that's fine. Go ahead. Anyway, this is Mr. Peanut. Hi, thank you. Peanut has apparently some little issues that are less than stellar. Oh, you silly thing, come on. That are, if you will, probably you're gonna have to take. He's a Velcro dog. And I think anybody who sees this and understands what I'm talking about would know that by what I mean by that. We're setting the navigation route, letting it settle, and kind of see if you'll sniff me a little bit before we. You okay, Janelle? I know it's a little cramped. If you want to get on the floorboard, that's fine. You want to get on the floorboard? Because I know he's taking up your space a little bit, but I think this would be best if we ride together up here. What do you think, Peanut? You're settling down. I like that. Have to pardon me, I'm having to talk to Mr. Peanut. He's again, a little bit of a hyper. He's a sight hound. And if you don't know what a sight hound is, basically a sight hound is if they see movement, rapid movement, especially squirrels, cars, people, airplanes, big ships, small ships, what have you, motorcycles. Yeah, he's a sight hound. Hopefully he'll be very, very accepting. He'll have a big backyard. that is waiting for him. But my navigation system says, let's roll. So we're gonna roll. I'm gonna get my attention back to the road. And it's actually warming up a little bit. Let me turn the daggum heat off. This Wrangler warms up really quick. It's got that V6 motor in it. The 3.6 liter V6 motor in it. And that sucker heats up really quick. And I love it because it does that. Well, anyway, off we go. Bye. Well, folks, we're on our way back home. We won't be able to flip it around right now. But we're on our way back home. We're on 400 South. Janelle's in the shotgun seat, if you will. She's laying down on a towel I have in the Jeep. And she's kind of like pooped out, if you will. I guess she's tired. It's been a long day for her. She's been patient. She accepted Peanut with, I was surprised at how well she accepted it. I think it may have had to do with him being so similar looking to Eddie, who passed, in terms of both coloration and size. I'll give some pictures here in a bit when I can get the chance. I wanted to make these videos just, something to talk about, when I was driving. We're getting off at Northridge, which is an infamous, dangerous curve here. If you people not familiar with it, they end up in those woods over there that we just passed on our left. We're going to be going back down through Dunwoody, Georgia, back to our house in Chamblee. I decided to leave the navigation system on so I could make sure I got home, because the traffic has become problematic right now. We were delayed about 10 minutes coming south. I didn't want to be talking while I was trying to get through this traffic nightmare we had just a minute ago. It's been, let's see what the heck. Make sure everybody's coming down the ramp. There we go. We're all good. The engine sounds abnormally loud. It's got a K&N performance unit under there, which helps give it a little bit extra boost. It does help my gas mileage, actually. I'm surprised. I get 15 miles to the gallon in the city, and on the highway I was getting 22 miles to the gallon with the Wrangler. That's impressive, with big tires on it too, so that's no laughing matter, I guess. Anyway, but it's surprisingly quiet. I've got a turnout coat on the back, in the back there, a big heavy highlight, one of those fluorescent type green jackets with insulation in it. And my regular coat that I just normally put on when I was going outside today, I left it off when I got into the Jeep. But we decided to just leave him in the back seat, and I put everything back. Interestingly enough, he kind of turned his nose up at my treats I had brought. I brought a couple some pepperoni and some bacon treats that I had hoped that he would have accepted, but he didn't. And he was, at least for the most part, accepting of us. I can't get the camera turned around. It won't do it, so I'm driving right now. I don't want to fool around with it. This is the infamous Roberts Drive and Spalding Drive intersection that is a headache for the commuters around here. Mom used to work up Spalding Drive up there at one of the school called Brandon Hall. That's where she taught for 30-something years. And she of course taught at another school, and then became an assistant there with paper, doing the paperwork with students and stuff, and helping grade stuff. And we were almost into Dunwoody. through the heart of it, basically the middle of Dunwoody. This is again Roberts Drive. It's become Shamley Dunwoody Road up here shortly. So that when it'll be fun, when it's sometimes through here with traffic and such. This is a 2-lane road. People have been screaming about it should be 4-lane, but I don't know. Hopefully it'll never become 4-lane. They'll have to tear down a lot of. There wouldn't be a lot of places they could put 4 lanes in here, I don't think. And but yeah, it's been an uneventful trip home so far with our new pup, and he's back there. It looks like he's back there in the back of my coat, snoozing away. Well, we're in basically downtown Dunwoody, and it's changed quite a bit. Used to be a empty lot over here to the left of me. I don't know if I can see it. Turn it that way. Can't do it. I'm not gonna play with it. It's Janelle is so relaxed. I've been amazed. I would have expected the little guy behind me, he's taking the position in the back seat, where he's probably sleeping. He's probably jumped himself crazy. He's a jumper. He's a little jumper dog. Janelle just woke up saying, "What the heck?" Hey, Janelle, go back to sleep. We'll be home in a little bit. Janelle was actually snoring for a minute. It's when you hear a Chihuahua Dalmatian mix going snoring. I know you can't. She's awake now, so you can't hear it over the Jeep. It's been I was better than expected with how well things went. The big problem is getting Peanut out. He actually surprisingly wanted to jump in the Jeep right off. I was like, whoa, wait a minute, Peanut, I got to get you settled up, because he wanted to jump in the back, but I wanted him up in the front seat initially, just so while I was sitting there, he would be close to me, so that he would be comfortable with me. I think he accepted me. He knows he's going to a new home. You can't replace Eddie. But I think having two dogs, is better than one, because both have company. I work at nights, of course, as many of my friends know, and many of my church friends know. So, because I work nights, of course, I have to leave them alone. Eddie and Janelle would pretty much behave themselves at night. Though Eddie, who was old, had medical issues, he would, if I wasn't home by 7:30 in the morning, boy, I put so many hefty trash bags outside in the main can. I think the guys at the sanitation department dreaded coming to the house. Those bags, they stunk. They were full of poop. I had the pee pads and everything else on the floor. Thankfully, that they caught all of it. And Janelle sometimes joined in by peeing, though not fault of her own. She just said, "Well, he did it. I can do it too." But yeah, it's kind of a strange situation sometimes. We'll be home a little bit. Final stretch here, headed home. Almost on we're actually now on the street where we live, of course. And about maybe 2 minutes or so, about 3 minutes away from the house. Both have again behaved themselves. Janelle's just fell asleep again. She fell asleep again in the passenger seat of the Jeep. The other guy, I don't know what he's doing. I can't see him. He hadn't made any noise. I don't see him in the rear view mirror. What he's doing back there. I think he's probably asleep. It's a lot for a dog going to a new home. And it can be trying sometimes. You get a dog that has been, if you will, temporarily velcroed to a foster family. Sometimes you get unlucky, what we would term what's called foster fails. That is, well, a good thing. That means that dog is now found a forever, and I call it forever, not forever, but forever, home. Adoption over, say, going to a breeder, I'll take that hands down any day of the week. There are far too many dogs and cats in the United States, and for that matter, around the world, who are in dire need of help. You can look at videos on YouTube and find out different, you can see it from all the different rescue groups working desperately to save animals, sometimes in war zones of all places. Now, what the heck is going on up here? What are you doing, you moron? Jeez. An estate sale of something. Just people up here buying stuff at an estate. Yeah, it's an estate sale. Apparently we had somebody pass away over here. I know. I'm sorry there, Mr. Jeep, but I had no choice. Florida tag on him. Just looked at it. Floridians. What can you do with them? We're going to drive on the wrong side of the road anyway. And our infamous roundabouts that they have put in our neighborhood. I really, really, really hate these. But then again, they help slow people down. Though we've had in the cases in the past, people tending to ignore that roundabout have actually slammed through all those signs one time. We had that happen. Actually, I had a school bus do that. It was kind of interesting to see that. But anyway, we're home. I'm over the hill here. And hopefully I'm going to post all these videos I made as I was going about and about here sometime here in the very near future. So we'll see y'all later. Have a great day. Bye.